Hi, I'm dating expert Hayley Quinn, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about 3 honest signals that he likes you. In fact, I'm going to flip this around and make it 3 honest signals that you should keep him in your life. I think as women particularly, we spend way too much time thinking about how we can catch and keep a man and worrying that our behavior is going to scare him off, rather than actually analyzing whether this guy is showing up for you on day one as being the kind of guy that you want to partner with. Now, I understand why you might feel that you need to reanalyze the signals that you're accepting as giving you love and romance. I bet you might have had a guy or two come into your life, swashbuckle their way in there, sweep you off your feet, say on the first or second date about a holiday they want to go on with you in the future, only to disappear days later, and it can be like, what? So I want you to start to think, if that's happened to you, instead of reanalyzing yourself and thinking, wow, like I must have done something really weird, maybe even creating a WhatsApp chat with your female friends, thinking like, what could I have possibly done? What did I do or what did I say that really put him off? What did I do to scare him away from me? Did I come on too strong? Was it that dress that I wore? Instead of looking at dating this way, which I think leads to analysis paralysis, you feeling anxious, you not feeling good about yourself, I want to make you feel great about your dating life, whether you are single and looking or single and not looking or in a relationship. And the way that we do this, we start to look at dating from an entirely different perspective, and it's the one which empowers you to choose the right people for you instead of seeing everything as a big game about how do you get a guy's attention. So here are 3 signs that he's worth keeping around in your life that are very honest signals that he's a good one. Now, by honest signals, I mean signals that are hard to fake. A lot of the time, I think because we grew up watching Walt Disney and all those rom-coms, we can have these very high romantic expectations, and we can confuse someone swooping in and coming on really strong as like, this is the moment, this is it, the one has arrived. In fact, this could just be someone who likes getting that validation, who likes sweeping women off of their feet. It could just be that this person is a die-hard romantic, but then doesn't have it in them right now to fulfill on a relationship in the way that you want. So we need to figure out who are the people that are coming in and actually just being them and just doing this feet sweeping, and who are the people that are really showing up for you as someone who's going to be in your life consistently. And that is my first hard to fake honest signal that someone is worth keeping around, is that they are consistent. Now, consistency, here's the killer, takes time to establish. I am a feminist, so I'm not here to tell you at what time you should be doing what in your relationships. All I'm going to point out is that in fact, people take time to get to know. So if you are particularly looking for something long term, you need to, before you at least, it doesn't matter what you do physically, but before you get emotionally fully invested, be careful that this person is consistently demonstrating that how awesome they are. People can be awesome for 24 hours, for a week, maybe even for a month, but soon if a person isn't able to show up for you continually, that's going to start to show. And what that would really be demonstrating to me is that this person hasn't maybe figured out things in their life and hasn't got their life organized well enough, and they don't know and are on good enough terms with themselves to be able to be a great person to be in your life. So if he's texting you 20 times a day one day, seems super keen, and then disappears for a week, don't think that's all your fault. Instead, maybe think that this person has just demonstrated the fact they don't have the right level of consistency to be showing up as a great person in your life. The second thing which is linked to this is time. Now, time is our most valuable asset. It's the one thing we can spend but we can't get any more of. So if someone is spending lots of time with you, and this could be on the phone or in person, they are showing that they really see you as part of their life. They're really investing in building something together with you. Now, people can come up with all kinds of reasons as to why they can't spend their time with you. Maybe their business is in trouble. Maybe they're just like, I know they've got loads of things on their mind right now. That doesn't matter. It's not your job to change what their priorities are in their life, but it is your job to recognize, okay, this person isn't quite showing to me that they're able to give time to this. If someone can't invest enough time to see me and we're seeing each other once every 2 weeks, it's going to be really hard for something to grow here because we're not getting in enough consistency. Now, you can flag this to them and maybe see if you can spend more time together. But it might not be that they even realize that they're not spending enough time with you to grow something. It could just be they're either so focused on something else in their life, or maybe they like to keep a bit of distance in personal relationships. So therefore, they feel only comfortable to see you this amount. If you want to see them this amount, you need to either compromise to find a middle ground, or you need to find someone who's closer to you in terms of the level of intimacy and time that they're really able to offer you. The third honest sign, which you should always look out for, which is so important, is RESPECT, respect. Respect is best and most obviously demonstrated by if someone can listen to what you're saying and then take that on board and show they've demonstrated that in their future behavior. This could be a preference about something sexual. It could be a preference about how much, it could be a preference about what date you go on. It could be how you like them to talk to you. If you say something you dislike, whether that's a nickname, some form of physical contact, or the timeline that you want to progress the relationship at, or maybe just what date you feel comfortable going on, and someone gets really pushy, bad sign. Like, someone should be able to listen to you and understand that you are your own person and you have your own pace at which you like to do things. If, for instance, they suggest meeting at their house to cook some dinner on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. and you suggest that you'd rather go for a coffee instead, if they get really grumpy about that, then I can tell you right now, this person is not showing that they respect your ability as an individual to make your own decisions and that you have your own identity. So remember, when it comes to honest signals, we're not looking for someone to swoop in and buy you flowers. We're looking for someone who's going to show up consistently over a period of time, who is going to create time for you, and who is going to respect your wishes. These are three pillars which are like some of the basics, the non-negotiable basics of a relationship. So if someone isn't giving you these things, do not try and change them. It's your job instead to recognize they're not giving you the basics and to learn when to let that person go. Now, I know some of the difficulty about letting people go because you can think like, well, I haven't actually met anybody I like except for this guy. Now, I want to help you to change that and show you that actually men who are emotionally available, who are awesome, they are everywhere. There are so many incredible men out there, some of which I get the pleasure to work with. If you want to get better at meeting more men and therefore give yourself that freedom and that choice to keep the people in your life who are really turning up and offering you value, who are making you feel good about yourself, head over to hayleyquinn.com/real-life, where I have a free mini ebook about how you can start more conversations and meet more people in real life. This choice gives you abundance, which gives you freedom, which also gives you the chops and the confidence to cut relationships off when you know that a person isn't turning up for you, offering you what you want. If you'd like that free ebook on me, hit the link below this video, and hopefully I will see you again very soon.